They say I'm not going to comment anything about anything being a factor, but I will say that any situation like that would be considered and followed up by our people, is what the investigator said. There's these little Jack and Lily. May they rest in peace if they're no longer with us, guys. All right. And then there they go again. I love those pictures. Now, Malaya vowed to never stop searching for Jack and Lily, and she wrote that somewhere. Someone knows something, please bring them home. But she vowed to never stop searching. But when did she actually ever start searching? Does anybody know? Does anybody know when they started? Because as far as I'm concerned, Malaya is doing the same thing as Katie Proudfoot. All right. Oh man, under your scar. Thank you. But hi Jay, I lost my mom's dog today at 10. They live with us. Seizure. Thanks you for all your work. Well, mad prayers to you under your scars. I am my animals are like my children, and I'm so sorry. You guys were with me, the ones that were with me. Remember when my Bichon passed away? I was devastated. I was on vacation when my Bichon passed away. We were in the RV hanging out in the summer. My dog was all happy. He took a nap. He always sleeps on top of my head. He fell off on my head, and he also had a seizure. We rushed him to the ER, and he ultimately passed away at 15 years old. So I do sympathize with you. Big hugs. Thank you. Appreciate you. And Mab, I saw you with your shades today, my guy. I like it. I like it. But I didn't get a notification. I don't know what happened. Got to get those notifications. Yes, mad prayers for you under your scars. Yeah, it's hard. I know. All right, so imagine we're talking about a dog passing away or a dog missing, and we would be out there searching more than Katie Proudfoot or Malaya Brooks. I believe Daniel is interjecting himself in a duper's delight fashion, as well as trying to catch a new girlfriend, and he likes that attention. All right, that's my opinion. Now, I mean, all ties that he's had with any YouTube channels at this point, they all talk shit about him now. I remember seeing him on Clutch Them Pearls and other Dolly going around. Nobody believes him anymore, guys. Nobody. All right. Let's keep going. All right. So that's that. Statements from the neighbors who said they heard a car going back and forth. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. All right. The car's going back and forth. Let me see if you guys can see this. I want to show you some of the pictures of these, just the whole search. All right. Searchers after a week and the disappearance. And then we see Sergeant Rob McCammon said they're being treated still as missing person, which we're hoping to be a criminal investigation soon. All right. They were believed initially to wander off, but not anymore. And then this fake picture of these two, fake book. That's all I got to say about that. All right. So there you go. There's search crews, all the things. Right now, we've got $150,000, I guess, California, or $107,000 for information. There's a reward from Nova Scotia government. All right. I'm not going to keep reading backwards because I'm getting to the latest and greatest information. I don't want to drag y'all backwards. All right. So court documents shed light on the relationship. This was January 15th. I'm obviously not going to read everything that I just read, but I want to go. Yo, there's something new, only me, baby. Did you hear at the beginning of this? Law enforcement, in fact, found. First of all, I'm going to show you what they found today. And secondly, yeah, there's new information. What do you mean nothing new? Did you know that RCMP had a final breakthrough that they say is going to reframe the entire investigation? And you know what that breakthrough is? It's a new forensic lead. It's a pivotal forensic lead that's connected to the disappearance of Jack and Lily. Authorities describe it as evidence that's going to change everything and rewrite the case. So I call that new, don't you? I mean, I didn't know about that. Okay. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. All right. I usually start off with all the new stuff at the beginning, but there's a lot today. So you guys, like I said, grab a pen, grab paper, because there's a lot. All right. So the new document shed light more on the disappearance. It sparked an investigation. Over the past 8 months, they brought cadaver dogs, conducted 75 interviews, several polygraph examinations were reviewed. And by the way, according to everybody, they took a test and they passed it. But we believe they're mathematicians and maybe they could have got past that. All right. So they did the polygraphs. They've got 1,066 tips, 8,000 video files assigned to the units that they're going through. And at the time of the disappearance, we had uh, Brooks Murray and their stepfather, Daniel. All right. I wanted to go over this with you real quick, the court documents. So let me, wait, is this the same one? Hold on real quick. I don't want to give you guys the same ones. Let me make sure. What document? Oh no, that's not. I'm not going to show you that one. I think we just watched that one. All right. So the court documents, as part of the case, police sought 12 search warrants on May 16 and July 16, 2025. More details of those applications for warrants are laid out in the court records obtained by CBC News and the Globe. And remember, a bunch of unredacted docs just came out. In the documents, they detail the interviews conducted by Brooks Murray. And guys, they're incorporating that now into the investigation, which is not criminal yet. Okay, now Malaya discusses her relationship with Martel, saying she moved with him on his mother's property in Lansdowne back in August 2023. Brooks was asked if Martel was ever physically abusive. We know about that, blocking, holding down, pushing her, sometimes physical harm by taking her phone away, while Martel deems a good relationship. All right. He says it's like any other couple, but the documents say otherwise. RCMP, I'm not going to go over this again. I wouldn't say anybody's a suspect, is what he's saying. Again, we continue to gather information, whatever it may be, and we'll find and make our decisions based on that. And charge of major crime and behavioral sciences. So it looks like they're moving toward changing this to a criminal act instead of a missing person, because right now they're still classifying it as that. All right. So submission also included an affidavit by RCMP noting police are leveraging technology based investigative techniques, which may provide information to support criminality and uncover the whereabouts, guys, of the missing children. All right. That means they're looking at the GPSs, they're looking at the searches, they're doing all of that. Now, McCammon says the techniques include use sophisticated drones and video review. Michael Arntfield, a former police detective and professor at Western University, said the Crown is choosing its words carefully in its submissions, and when they state that there are no reasonable grounds for a criminal offense, what that really says to me is that there is currently not enough evidence to make an arrest for a crime, but a crime is obviously not being ruled out, says Arntfield in a recent interview. Right? It's very important linguistic distinction. Remember that, guys. All right. When you hear stuff on the news, don't just take it at face value. Take what they're saying and make your make your assumption of what you're thinking it is. Now, without getting too conspiracy theorists, getting into that. All right. So he said he's surprised the investigation has not turned criminal. In his experience, missing persons are generally deemed suspicious if they're not found after a week. Investigators are still sorting through, it says, of pussyfooting around whether or not foul play is involved and whether it should be strictly a criminal investigation. He says, I don't have all the facts, but I will say it is novel in terms of these type of investigations, particularly dealing with two children. All right. McCannon said investigators have gathered all the necessary information and will make the decisions on any criminality, which, guys, this is January 15th, and the last one came out on the 19th. I'm telling you right now, I absolutely believe that that an arrest or at least the case is going to change real soon. All right. Real soon. All right. So what was that? I did. Okay. Court documents shed light. And then, oh, now I know what. All right, so let me do this. I want you to see the last interview with Daniel Martell